Oh God. Oh, I did.
It's okay. It is gonna be all right.
Thank God it's Friday. We're live.
Thank God it's Friday.
Just gonna pay. Friday night.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's the weekend, some shit like that.
Is that the same
What's
song?
the? No, I think it's a different song.
What song
Let's
was that?
see. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Uh,
Thursday.
Friday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that one.
Okay, okay,
What else we got?
okay.
I'm sure there's more.
Yo, you make your Friday sound good this
I
morning.
don't know about all that. Seem can make anything sound good these days.
Okay, okay.
Say good day.
Well, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes.
Yikes.
Good morning, world. We the North.
Let's go Raptors.
We the North. Man, oh man.
What's the weather? Is it supposed to rain all weekend or some shit like that?
Is that the conversation?
Well, we live in different parts of the world, guys, so I just gotta validate. Sometimes you hear some stuff, right?
I think Lil Fitz has a game in town this weekend. I was kind of excited to go and watch it. I mean, I guess I'll watch it anyways, but
You
it'd be
watch it
better
in
if
the rain.
it would be better if it wasn't in the rain.
I think you're gonna have to watch it in the rain.
Yeah, Sunday rain.
90% chance in Hamilton in the Hammer.
Mm. Well, they say that April showers bring May flowers.
Oh, well, I hope so. I'm gonna go. I'm doing my garden or starting on my garden tomorrow.
So you must be thankful for sunshine, thankful for rain, thankful for joy, thankful for pain. It's a beautiful day. Yes. So, how's everything going with you, sir?
It's Friday. It's been a long week, yo. I think
Yeah,
the retrograde's still slightly tilted to the left or something. Must be.
retrograde. Retrograde is kind of wonky.
Somebody was telling me about that. It was like the eclipse, and then something about energy. It's supposed to turn sideways to the left.
Yeah, well, I missed the eclipse.
Me too. But it was like I don't know, some weird one or some rare one or I don't know. I didn't pay attention to it because I never pay attention to solar eclipses because I don't have the energy to not look or build something that I have to look through the box or whatever. I just want to look like a lunar eclipse. What happened?
There's contraptions you can build to look.
Yeah,
Mm.
I did
I,
a
I was
a
always taught
cereal.
if you look, you die.
I did a cereal box one time, guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
what?
didn't
So,
under, I don't
so what does that
understand
do?
how.
Hmm.
I didn't understand, but now I whatever you point it, and when you look in the box, it's a representation of what you see. So you'll see the reflection, and so you cut the top of the box.
Okay.
So there's some light coming in. If you Google it, you'll see it. And then it's when you look down into the box. So you cut a little hole, and then you have a little peephole. So when you look down into the box now, it's a representation of what you'd be looking at in the sky. You have to be there.
Who told them?
The internet guy.
Who told them this?
The internet. Mrs. Ron C. Good morning. Live from J-Pro.
Oh, they're still out there.
Some of them. I think DJ Che La Soul might be in the air or at the airport or something like that right now. He had he's a businessman, I guess. He had a shorter
Okay.
trip.
Okay. Well, I hope they're
Morning.
having I hope they're having a good time. I hope they're having a grand time.
Seems like it. Seems like it.
Yeah.
You know what's
I, ne-
scary though?
I never knew
Mrs.
I
Ron
got jealous, but I realize now that I get jealous.
FOMO?
Is it FOMO?
That's the FOMO. Fear of missing out.
Is it that?
Well, maybe
Or
it
is
was
it?
FOMO before. Now it's just
Jealousy.
Jealousy and anger, yeah.
Jealousy and, not even jealousy and envy, jealousy and anger.
Anger.
Everybody having fun except me.
God damn it, everybody's in the sun, it's fucking raining, blah blah blah. We're talking about wrong button. But so it goes. Seems like what's scary is Mrs. Ron C's posted like 3 pictures all week. And she posts usually she's the paparazzi guy. So I can't imagine when she gets back, she's probably got like a slideshow.
A movie.
Yeah. Stuff like that,
Oh, movie.
So it goes. We'll see. So then you're gonna have to watch that guy. She's gonna send that. What she's sending? She's gonna make a TikTok and send it to you at 3:00 in the morning,
No, she doesn't send me personal TikToks. She just sends me TikToks.
Oh, all right. Well, you never know now. She got a lot of content.
I see her creations when the world sees her creations.
True. I hear that. I'm not much of a TikToker. I'm just on the TikTok for research.
Well, I mean, when we say TikTok, we really mean Reels.
True that. What's going on in the world? Anything exciting?
Well, what do we got? What is exciting is you just speak of the retrograde and the world seemed to be off kilter a little bit. And what was a crazy shift quite recently was Tucker Carlson being let go from Fox News. And I don't know if you ever pay attention to Tucker or are familiar with him.
He comes in my timeline every now and then.
Yeah, he does come in your timeline. He should, right?
Said.
Like bam, bam, bam. But it was kind of like a big deal to kind of see him, being let go from that company, considering like he was their biggest, as I like to say, show pony. Whenever somebody's the money maker for a company, he was their biggest show pony. So it was a surprise to see them let him go, or at least to some people, it was a surprise to let him go. Right, but it was kind of surprising. But then I had watched a speech that he had done quite recently, right? At this company that he used to work for back in the days called Heritage 50, right? And when I listened to him say in his speech, he spoke a lot of things about like truth. He spoke about prayer. He spoke about a concept of being kind of swept up in the masses or the flow of the thought of a mass of people, like herd thought, right? And he's saying, and one thing that kind of resonated with me is when he said, like a lot of strong people will even get caught up in the thoughts of the herd because they don't want to be seen as someone that ebbs against the flow, and like he mentioned that there's a bravery in not doing what the masses do, not following what everybody else is doing, especially if it's going to make you look like you're an outcast, even if not following is where the truth lies, right? And it surprised me to hear him speak like that because like he seemed to be a proponent of sometimes speaking a way that was not aligned with truth in some instances, right? And he became popular because of that. But then also there are some things that, like I said, remember we had conversations about sometimes you are aligned, you agree with some things that people say that you don't necessarily agree with as a person, right? And he's like one of those people that there's things that he was saying like, yo, what the hell is this guy saying? But then there's sometimes he gets into conversations about things that make me say, yeah, I'm down with that. So anyways, yeah, man, he lost his job, and it's a big deal in the media because it kind of showing the shift in media. And he was even said for himself that him being in the company that he was in, he seemed to be a victim of that type of mentality as well. Like sometimes steering away from the truth, but doing what is is popular or is necessary for the good of the company as opposed to his moral, his moral compass. So when he got fired, I then thought of the speech that he gave, and I was like, this guy knew he was getting fired. As a matter of fact, after this speech, it almost felt like there's no way that he could still have a job later. So it's kind of felt like this speech was to kind of, precipitate him being out of this job. Like he wanted to leave his job, and that speech was a platform that he used to kind of, help set the wheels in motion. So it's like the speech was from the Heritage 50 Gala, and it was a pretty insightful speech.
Is that the one I sent you?
No, that was actually an interview that he must have done after he got fired.
After he got fired.
Yeah, after he got fired.
Like right after, right?
Mm-hmm. Like it seemed like that interview might have happened. Like it seemed like right after, yeah.
Well, because isn't that scary, guy? Didn't all of it make it scary? Like him getting fired and then talking like that. Does it make the whole entire media thing scarier than ever?
Of course, right? But the media has such a strong hold, and him talking like that just like does make it seem scary, especially for someone who maybe is not skeptical about media. So for people who aren't skeptical about media to then hear maybe him speak like this, be like, what the hell are you talking about? I thought you guys were just telling us all the truth.
Right.
Like, for example, Justin Trudeau right now is like popular headline for him is, I didn't force anybody to take the vaccine. That's a popular like soundbite from him. Is like, I didn't force anybody to take the vaccine. And yeah, you know what? You didn't physically force anybody, but the semantics like that he's using is almost like supervillain, like criminal. I didn't make anybody, like a real supervillain.
I find Tucker worse than that, though, man. Because now, like, okay, so let's say there was two sides of the world.
Yeah.
There's your timeline and there's my timeline. Tucker would have been more on your timeline than probably on my timeline. Just more than, right? So to hear him be on that side of the timeline and then be like, yo, man, that's just the way the world works. It makes him more scary than Trudeau to me. Or the world, the system more scary than what Trudeau would contribute to the system. Because this guy was totally other. And whatever, me, I look at the media and I look at both sides, and I get my CNN, big up to Don Lemon, and I get my Fox News as well. But right, so it's still a little bit of holy shit. How's Tucker going to come off of all of that right now and be like, I was just saying what the script was in front of me, right? I know why. I know what he's saying about it, right? He's like, even my dad was in media. I grew up in media. This is how media works, right? And I think that's where people, I guess that's what makes us, I don't want to say better than the people, because we actually get curious and dig into the information, but it's just like the people that are blinded by the headline, like how do they feel right now? Right? Because now what's going to happen? Everybody that's blinded by headlines hates Tucker, right? All the Tucker people from before, all the Fox News people hate Tucker all of a sudden, I'm sure, right?
I'm not too sure if that's what it is. I think they probably actually love him for it. And
you think?
Oh, here's what it could possibly be. Like I said, when he did that speech, like I said, there's no way he can keep this job after this speech, right? So I'm feeling like it's a play. He's created a situation where he gets fired so then he can become an independent. And then come on Twitch like me and you now and
do and say what he pleases
and do his own thing. So speak his speak his particular truth, you know, like whatever he believes to be true, because he was speaking a lot about the concept of truth, and you know, there's strength in truth.
So
Right.
then, so he's going to get canceled then by the man. He's going to get shut down by the man guy. He's not going to show up in anybody's timeline anymore, and he's going to be like, "Where's Tucker? You guys seen Tucker lately?"
That could possibly be the thing. Like he could
Mhm.
be possibly be shut down by the man, for instance. And it's very timely because now you remember the Bill Bill C-11 that we were speaking about quite recently.
Mhm.
The media bill, you know, talking about regulation and what's going to be let through. It's so timely that all this media stuff is happening same time. Yesterday, the Bill C-11 became a law. So it, you know, none of this is coincidence. Everything is all working in its timeline. You know,
Mm.
Don Lemon got let go. Don Lemon got let go as well. It's all timely. It's crazy.
Put me on the news, guy.
What are you gonna say?
Whatever I want, okay? The truth. Truth.
You take
Truth
Tucker's
hurts.
spot.
No, Fox News, the independent news guy.
All right, you know, truth
BTC
does hurt.
News. B-Town News.
You know, you B-Town boys on Tuesday attacked me. You guys attacked
me. Tuesday?
Yes.
What do you mean?
You and Ronnie Saldina attacked me.
No, guy.
You said, if you have a franchise player, is he not supposed to hit free throws?
You should be confident. No, I think my statement was, if the game's on the line and your franchise player is walking up to the free throw line, you should be confident that they're going to hit the free throws.
So we know that LeBron James is notorious for passing off the ball come crunch time because he doesn't want to take the free throws. There's no bigger franchise player than him. And sad news, but I mean, sad for some people. But Milwaukee Bucks are now out of the playoffs because they've lost to They lost to Jimmy Buckets. They didn't even lose to the
Butler did it.
They lost to Jimmy Buckets. Giannis went for 38 points that game, but he was horrendous at the free throw line. So I'm saying you guys attacked me on Tuesday about your franchise player being able to hit free throws, but it's a thing. You know, like it's a thing. Franchise players miss free throws.
No. You can't do that, guy.
I can.
You can't do Tucker, stop. Tucker, stop. What's that? You can't do that, guy. Everybody knows Giannis can't hit free throws, but Spicy can hit free throws.
Okay.
You can't just say that's just too much of a statement, guy.
No.
That's too much. Are you trying to put it?
But then the conversation should not be franchise players hitting free throws.
No, it's Spicy P.
Okay,
our franchise player, Spicy P. So not franchise players in general.
No, the conversation was, shouldn't your franchise player be able to hit free throws?
Yeah, your franchise player. Your guy that you think.
So what about Milwaukee's franchise players? What about LA's franchise player? Shouldn't they be able to hit free throws?
Shaq couldn't hit free throws. Guy.
Right.
Yeah, but he could dominate the game and win championships.
Okay.
It didn't come down to the free throws.
Giannis did. Giannis came down to the free throws.
I mean, ish.
Right, and you can't take away the franchise tag from that young man because he
better.
He is actually MVP.
That what happens on the last play of the game is a derivative and the sum of everything that happened during the game. So, I mean, I get it, but I get what you're trying to say to save Spicy. But come on, Spicy walked up to the line. You did not think he was hitting 3 free throws.
You know what? When people get three free throws, rarely does anybody hit 3 free throws.
The guy, whoever it was, we talked about this. Whoever it was did it the night before. Guy, shot 3 free throws with 0 on the clock to tie the game as well. It was somebody in the West, I think, but whatever. Right before, guy, stop, man. Stop with Spicy, man. Spicy, just stop it.
Well, I'm just making my statement. that franchise players do miss free throws. Spicy's not the only one. He's not the exception to the rule.
Everybody misses free throws.
All right, then. Thank you very much.
Everybody, even the shitty people.
All right.
Shouldn't be on the court.
Exactly. But
Well,
they
you
can't.
didn't think-
But
well,
they
you didn't
but they
think-
can't
you
hit
didn't
30.
think-
They can't hit
you
32 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. Not everybody can do that. That's what
So-
Spicy finished. That's Spicy's
See?
line that game.
See, everybody's bigging up Giannis
Yeah.
for his response
Mm-hmm.
to the reporter.
Yes.
I'm torn because I'm like, fuck that.
Fuck
that. Because there's two ways to look at it,
Okay.
I think, depending on how the question exactly was asked and then the route that he took. So the route that he took is fine.
Mm-hmm.
As a person,
Mm-hmm.
he is not a failure. He went to his job. He's making money. He grew up where he grew up, night and day. His family's taken care of. He's going to come back next year. Everything's fine. Truth. But their goal is to win the fucking championship. And they were the number 1 seed and spent the entire year trying to get the number 1 seed so they could have home court advantage. And they lost in the fucking playoffs to the 8th seed. So as a organization, the Milwaukee Bucks failed 100%. They're championship or bust team.
Okay. So now you said as an organization, them not winning the championship is a fail.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the Leafs, every year that they lose, the organization considers that year a fail?
The organization? No, I don't think that.
I asked that question.
They're in the money-making business.
There we go. There we go. They're in the money-making business. Exactly. So maybe for the fans, it's a fail. Maybe the organization's like, whatever. we cleaned up house this year. You know, like Milwaukee. Like I went to Milwaukee in November, and I drove by the Bucks Stadium, and I drove by Deer Park. I'll tell you this. I hadn't been to Milwaukee in a couple of years. Last time I went to Milwaukee, it ain't look nothing like that. There was no Deer Park, and there was no all these establishments outside of the stadium, right? So Giannis did that. Giannis, like, it's incredible when you think about it, man. What one person can actually do for a city. Giannis, him being there, bringing success to the area, bringing then people, which then causes people to be able to finance businesses inside that circumference. It's success. It's like, yeah, you didn't win the championship. The organization doesn't give a shit, I don't think. The organization would probably like the feather in the cap, but I think just the financial surplus that they're gaining, they're looking at it as a win.
Sure.
Another great season, just like the Leafs, you know. But us as fans now, we look at it as like a failure.
The players should look at it as a failure. You have a goal, man. Every year I didn't win a championship was a failure.
That's how you felt?
But I didn't fail too much. It's great.
This guy.
All the other teams failed. No, but seriously, like I said, individually, you went to work, you're coming back. He's built a lot, built up the city. But anybody tell me that you would have said at the end of the year that we're going to be the number 1 seed, we're going to lose to the number 8 seed, and everybody's going to consider that
Okay, who did you think was going to be a champion this year?
Boston and the Clippers, or the Clippers?
Boston and Clippers. Okay. Boston Clippers. And I think I called Milwaukee Golden State this year.
Well, we still got a shot.
So I think for it to be considered a failure is if there was one clear-cut team that was.
It was Milwaukee, guy. Milwaukee was the betting favorite. Milwaukee was the 1 seed. Milwaukee, it was Milwaukee. It was if Milwaukee's healthy, Milwaukee's gonna win the damn thing. Blah blah blah. Da 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 da.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you think about Golden State right now?
Watch out for Golden State, I guess. It's still Golden State, a little bit older, but they got their young guys to support, so I think they're fine. I think they can, and especially how it's looking now. I don't know. Why can't they? Why can't they win?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they have what it takes. Like, I mean, they're the team that I thought that would be there in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And when the playoffs started, like heading into playoffs, I was kind of skeptical. Like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't say it out loud.
No, because they weren't healthy.
I was like, maybe I shouldn't say it out loud. But watching this series, apparently it's the highest rated series that's been happening. Their Sunday game was like the highest rated game. But it's just amazing to see what experience can do.
Yeah.
It's amazing to see what experience can do. It's funny. Last week I was driving to work, and as I was driving down the street, I was driving down. There's like a little hill on my route, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this old man on a bicycle riding up the hill, right? And like you can see his feet like pedaling fast because he's sitting. His body's relaxed, but you see his feet pedaling fast. So it kind of felt like he's going nowhere, but he's going up the hill,
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, I'm like, why don't this man just like kick it up a notch and just get up this hill, right? And then, but he was relaxed, but his feet were working. Then as I drive by him, a couple, about 5 seconds later, I see a young guy now coming up the hill as well on his bike, but you can tell like he's in a hard gear, and he's like, you know what I mean? Like you can see him fighting to come up the hill, and right there, just gave me like a whole eureka of like experience and wisdom. Like this young kid full of energy is fighting to get up the hill, and this older man is like, whatever, man. Like I've been through it so many times. I don't need to fight. Like I'm just get up this hill easy.
Switch your gears. Switch your gears.
Switch your gears.
People don't know how to switch their gears, man. Make life easy on you.
And it just gave me the testament to like wisdom gained through experience. And I even like I had a conversation with my son about that, and just telling him like, I'm not smarter than you. I may seem like I'm smarter than you, but it's only because I've been here longer. I've experienced a lot of things. So when it seems like I'm smart and I have the answers, it's not because I'm smart. It's just because I've been through it and I can give you the answers. And you're gonna get your answers. You're gonna go through your experience. You're gonna get your answers as well, and you're gonna build up your wealth of knowledge and experience, which is gonna then have you become wise. And I said the cheat code for you to become wise is to think. If you don't have the experience, then think before you move. Think what situations could be. Think of all the alternatives and whatnot. Just put some thought into things. That way, that could be like the cheat code to wisdom. Just take time to think. Yeah. So just that whole bike analogy, the old man going up the hill and the young guy, just made me think of the Warriors right now. Just
switch your gears.
Yeah, switch your gears. And now that they were down 2-0 in the series, now they're up 3-2, and it didn't think like you would have never thought it would happen, but they're just the old men playing the wise game.
And the same thing with the Lakers, I guess, too, right?
There you go.
No difference.
Yeah, exactly. It's
like, all right, pass the ball, just a basketball, pass it around, score. It's all good. Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
So what you got going on for the rest of the weekend, sir? Because I'm gonna have to get out here and get ready for work.
I gotta go I'm doing the garden tomorrow, so I gotta wake up bright and early. The city's giving away compost, so I gotta go and get some compost. It's just around the corner.
The city is giving away compost?
They probably do it by you guys. They give away compost and mulch usually every year.
No, by me, they're giving away free education to become a police.
Anyways, so tomorrow morning I'm gonna wake up bright and early to go. You gotta like There's just big piles of dirt. You got to come and scoop your dirt, guy.
Oh, whatever you can carry, you take out.
Whatever you can carry, you can take out. So I got to do that. And then this Sunday is Love Language. DJ Che La Soul, DJ starting from scratch at Mrs. Robinson. Be there or be square.
Okay.
That's my weekend.
Okay. All right. My weekend's gonna be chill. Hopefully I get to experience a rainless soccer game.
Good luck with that.
What time does Love Language start? Around 6 or so? Earlier?
Earlier. It's a day party.
It's not like what's the one?
It's 3 o'clock.
What's the one that they used to do in the summer?
Chilling and grilling.
Chilling and grilling. It's not like chilling and grilling. I can't bring the kids to chill to rock with you, huh? I mean to Love Language. I used to be able to bring the kids to chilling and grilling.
I mean, you can bring kids anywhere now, apparently, but anyways.
Yeah. Kids are grown right now.
Yeah.
Kids are grown folks right now. They're not even gonna get into that right now. Anyways.
Oh, Lord. All right, where are we going here? Any requests? Tell Ron C to jump on.
Thank you.
Jamaica. DJ Q. This takes too long to spell. I think I get it wrong sometimes.
Thank you for joy.
Typing. DJ Q.
It's a beautiful day.
The mixologist. Rate has been created. All right. Mrs. Ron C., thank you for modding live on location from Jamaica in April. Ron C. is snoring, it says here. Big up to Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer passed away yesterday, I believe. Jerry Springer carried me through many mornings. Or was it late nights? I think he was on. No, Maury was in the morning. Jerry was late night, and then he
transitioned. Then he transitioned to, you know what? I'm gonna make some money.
Big up to Jerry Springer. Anyways,
he transitioned from being a decent television host to like, yo, you know what?
Mayor of Cincinnati.
Thank you for this couple joining. I have a surprise. Don't bring out your boyfriend.
That's hilarious. Anywho, big up to all y'all. Thank you for coming by. All that good stuff. Oh, where'd the rate go? Is it still rating? I don't think it's rating anymore. I can't see it. Are we rating? Where does it say that?
Have a good morning. Have a good weekend. Make the best of it. Ron C's, enjoy yourself and the sun. I know you have a couple days left. Drift, June 11th. See y'all there.
I already have a rate in progress, but I can't see it. I can't see it. Can you see it? Anybody see it? Usually there's like a countdown and shit. Anywho, big up everybody.
Peace out.
Later, skaters.